Caitlin, and we're gonna be talking about our life. Since we're not really YouTube famous like all the other like Drag Stuff and everything, we're not gonna do Draw My Life, and that would take way too long. And so today I'm gonna be talking about my years of childhood, and I wasn't really that happy child. Like, sort of, because my Aunt Rhonda would spoil me. She would buy me anything, and that my parents were nice and everything, but my dad was an alcoholic, so I like never got in like heavily in this subject, but like he's not now. He just loves coffee. I'm happy he's not because I would like never want to have friends over. But I would always love my dad, and I still always will love my dad. I just never wanted to bring it up in front of anybody. And then when I was like 7, I had like an eating disorder, and I never told anybody about it. I think I told one person, and they probably won't even remember, so it's kind of hard telling YouTube if anybody even sees this. I guarantee not anybody will, but I was like one of those girls who was cheerleading, gymnastics, always had their hair curled, straightened, braided, that kind of girl with bows, matching shoes to every outfit I owned, every accessory matched because of my Aunt Rhonda. And I was just that kind of girl who wouldn't even care what anybody else that said to me. I would say, you know what, you're gonna get punched in the face at recess. I don't care. I will throw you under the jungle gym. Come at me. And I had this best friend named Kayla, New Jersey. I'm not gonna say her last name, but when I moved, I was pretty upset because I saw her in the very back in the bus seat. I just started crying, and she did too, and I felt so bad. And I didn't get to say goodbye to any of my friends at school.
Tell her about the song.
No. And like I got really emotional because I never got to like say goodbye to my friends. Like, I'm not gonna say like their last names, but his name was Eric, and all of my other friends, like Melanie and all my other friends, I never got to say goodbye to. And I regret like every single bit of not spending enough time with them and not being able to do anything. And I just wish I could go back in time and make my mom not sign that paper, because she didn't know what it was, and she even read it, and it said you won't lose your house or nothing. And it's not like we lost our house, it was just like we moved. I don't know why, we just moved because my mom wanted to, and I really didn't want to. I had no choice because I was only 11. Well, not even. I was only like 10. So I really didn't have a choice. And then it sucks because my friend Eric came to, what are they called? The Outer Banks. And I know someone who lives, well, my friend knows someone who lives there. Her aunt. It just made me so sad. Like, he didn't tell me. So I said, well, we could have like met up somewhere. He's like, I know. And then, yeah, so my life is pretty eat, sleep, YouTube. That's why I love it so much, so. May the odds be in your favor. Goodbye. It's Casey's turn.
Okay, my name is Casey. I was born May 10th, 2000. This is kind of awkward, but first of all, I need to say to Tony, I'm really glad you moved. Like, not about the whole depression thing, but if you wouldn't have moved, I would have never met you. And yeah, let's not get into that. I ain't crying. I got makeup on. Anyway, whenever I was little, I loved to show off. I was the center of attention. I was the little baby. I was the fat boy. Whenever I came out, my nickname used to be Fat Boy, because whenever I came out, I was fat, like a little marshmallow, and I looked like a boy, so. And I was really close to my mom. I was a big mom, and my sister, me and my sister were, like, best friends.
I remember me and my sister would jam out to Britney Spears and NSYNC while I was sitting there on my Game Boy, like, I don't care.
I still have my Game Boy.
Me too. I don't know where it is.
My sister, if it weren't for my sister, I wouldn't be here right now. She's the one that wished me up. But she always wanted a little sister, so my mom came home with a little baby, and she would lay with me in the hospital bed and feed me and
Dang, girl. My sister do the same thing.
and but yeah, and I was more of a mama's girl.
I
and
was too. Well,
when
you
I
know
was
why.
born, my dad's never really been in my life.
Girl, don't
When I was born, my dad was in
make
jail.
a white cracker cry.
Leave the room. When I was born, my dad was in jail, and they had to take a little newborn baby, me, to the jailhouse for him to sign my birth certificate, and he couldn't hold me or touch me.
Mm-mm.
Would you? I'm trying to cry, but I'm trying not to. Okay, but
You're getting so
and
emotional.
he's never really been there. I mean, he was there, and him and my mom had a really, really tough time.
So my dad is basically her dad now. So
Your dad scares me. He's so tall and quiet, and he likes coffee.
yeah.
He's like addicted to coffee. Anyway,
know. At least it's not
my
alcohol.
dad is a druggie, an alcoholic, a psycho. My mom's been my dad, and
And mom, she's been everything.
yeah, and
basically.
Tony's mom has been a great support. Like, she's my second mom. She's the best second mom ever.
Well,
And
oh.
she's so fun.
always jokes.
But my dad, I never hear from him, and
He came once to see Casey, and all he did was buy her over with
shoes.
stuff,
He bought me shoes.
everything
and
she wanted, and
he
then
was
he
supposed to
left.
come back the next day, and he left. He always ditches me, and he chooses drugs over me. He chooses girls over me. He chooses alcohol over me. But yeah, so that's enough with that. The heck with him. And so whenever I was about 5 to 7, I really
You went over 3 minutes
Fat-
like me.
I really had the passion of singing, and I guess that's just carried on ever since, because I love to sing. It's just I've never really thought I'm very good at it, but all my friends and everyone says, no, you're a good singer. My mom loves to sing, but she's horrible. I'm sorry, Mom.
Sorry, mom. if
She's
you're watching
horrible.
this,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You shouldn't even be watching this. Get off
But-
of my YouTube channel.
but wait, my biggest inspiration is my mom. She's been there for everything. Like, I've always wanted a younger sister so I can boss her around, but that didn't really work out. I'm like the only child. My sister is 18. She's moving away to West Virginia, and I'm never really gonna see her as much anymore. And it started hurt me really bad when my cousin was supposed to visit, and of course something had to happen to his girlfriend's family, and now he can't make it, so I'm not gonna see him until Thanksgiving. You're gonna make my cracker cry. Here, you start talking again.
And yeah, so but I'm still a mama's girl, but unfortunately me and my sister have grown way apart. Like, we're enemies, and I love her to death, but God, she's 22 now, and she has a little baby. He's
He's my boyfriend.
yeah,
Better
that's
back up.
Tony's boyfriend. And I have a little brother. His name's Adam. Whenever
girl, you broke
whenever he
up.
came into the world, my whole life changed. I didn't want him at all, and he's just a little. But Angel, they're both of the boys are my world. Both of the boys are my world. But yeah, so my life is pretty basic, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel.
Right?
Okay, what?
Subscribe.